There are several tools and techniques for the control schedule process. In this topic, we're going to talk about the main one for monitoring how your schedule is doing, performance reviews. And of all the techniques you can use for performance reviews, we're going to focus on just one, earned value management. Earned value management allows you to determine if there is any schedule variance, and if so, how much. Variance is the difference between the project's earned value and planned value at any point in the project. You calculate it using the formula schedule variance equals earned value minus planned value. You calculate the earned value for each activity by multiplying its approved budget by the percentage of work actually completed on the activity up to the current date. So if an activity valued at $500 is 50% complete, the earned value for this activity is $250. If an activity is 100% complete, its earned value is its full budgeted value. Planned value is the budgeted cost of all the work scheduled to be completed by a chosen date, or in other words, the work that should be completed by now if everything was on schedule. If work on an activity isn't scheduled to have been fully completed by the given date, you multiply the percentage of work that was scheduled to be completed by the activity's budgeted cost. So if an activity with a budgeted cost of $500 is due to be 75% complete at the current time, its planned value is $375. So the schedule variance is the earned value minus planned value, which is $250 minus $375, which gives you negative $125. A negative schedule variance means the activity is behind schedule. Here's an example that's a bit more complex since we have to add activities together to assess the performance of a project partway through the schedule. A video production company is creating a documentary. The project is scheduled to take 120 days. After the first 30 days, the project manager does a performance review. The project includes 4 main activities. The first 3 of these should be completed by this stage. The 4th activity is scheduled to be 50% complete. The planned value for the first 3 activities is the sum of their planned budgets because these activities should be 100% complete. The planned value for the period is the sum of the budgeted value for the first 3 activities plus 50% of the budgeted cost for the 4th activity. This totals $130,000. Next, you need to calculate the earned value for the period. The first 3 activities have been completed as scheduled, so the budgeted cost of $80,000 for research, script, and narrator auditions has been earned. However, the taping interviews activity is only 35% complete, so the earned value of the task is 35% of the budgeted cost of $100,000, which is $35,000. By adding the totals, $80,000 and $35,000, we determine that the total earned value for the period is $115,000. Once you have the planned value and the earned value for a given period, you calculate the schedule variance by subtracting the planned value from the earned value. In our example, the earned value is $115,000 and the planned value is $130,000, so the schedule variance for this period is negative $15,000. Since the variance is negative, we know this project is behind schedule. Another measure of performance is the Schedule Performance Index, or SPI. It provides a ratio of work completed to the planned cost of the work. The formula for calculating SPI is earned value divided by planned value. In the example we just used, the project had an earned value of $115,000 on day 30 and a planned value of $130,000. The SPI for the project at that point is $115,000 divided by $130,000. The result, rounded to 2 decimal places, is 0.88 or 88%. This means that work on the project is 12% behind schedule and the team is completing only 88 cents worth of every dollar that was scheduled to be spent. If the earned and planned values are equal, the project is on schedule and the SPI is equal to 1. SPI values of less than 1 show that the project is behind schedule. Values greater than 1 show that the project is ahead of schedule. It's useful to calculate both schedule variance and the SPI to control a project schedule. This work performance information is useful in determining the size and the impact of schedule changes. In turn, this allows for informed decisions to be made when approving or denying the changes. In summary, the earned value management formulas for schedule variance and schedule performance index help you monitor your schedule performance throughout your project.